I'm so proud. I'm about to cry all the time. We are in Athletic Sound Studio in Halden, Norway, which I must say is the coolest studio I have ever been to. I didn't know this existed before my label suggested. It's an old gym. It's an old school gym.
That's great piano playing right there.
It's all on the
All
piano.
the fingers.
It's just an amazing atmosphere in here. And the guys working here are brilliant. Altså får du noe du får lyst til å gjøre, så gjør for Guds skyld det.
Ja.
Men i utgangspunktet så er den tenkt liksom beatløs i hvert fall. Ja. Ja. Now I am recording my first album actually, believe it or not. My first like full album, LP, long player. Jeg lurer på om jeg kanskje ønsker meg at de der pling, plang, plang, pling, plang, plang er mye mer sånn streite uten noe særlig effekter eller ting på. I have released solo stuff before, but that was under Dandelion and kind of like a home project that had to be done. But this is the first time I have ever had time to focus on a full album with new songs and just me, I guess. This album will probably be a little bit more, I wouldn't say quieter, but maybe a bit calmer. It's more closer to my personality, I think. It's a keeper! Each and every song has its kind of direction and has led the sound to where it's supposed to be. Og det litt det som har tenkt hele tiden nå, at det skal være ikke karakterløst, men at det skal være mye mer sånn. When I write, I have a very clear image, like a audible image of how it should sound and how it just should feel like. And as I'm producing this album as well, it's important to me to get that kind of atmosphere at place very quickly. So each and every song has its kind of its own universe, but they all are in the same solar system, if you might say. This album will be called Next of Kin, and the way I see it, Next of Kin can be so many things other than what's kind of your relation through blood. So when I wrote songs for this album, I was deeply inspired by the patients that I meet as my profession as a nurse. It has taken me approximately 3 years to write, but it feels like I've been making it my whole life. Kind of. It's an album with songs about relations with all the aspects you can imagine, I guess. Og det gjelder jo det samme her, sant? Bare legge liksom stort sett på streite akkorder, og så kan vi fylle på med ting etterpå. Men støy er jo alltid... Støy er gøy. Perfekt! Så lurer jeg på om vi skal se litt videre på Don't You Forget at han skal legge den samme type støyen som han gjorde nå der. There was a reason that I had to leave one of the best groups I've ever been in, because the music inside was wrong. So it's the music that I've been carrying around for many, many years, which I haven't been kind of had time or energy to focus fully on, has now kind of burst out. And I think the fans, or my listeners, as I would like to call it instead, I think they can expect just a bigger piece of me and a warmer and maybe a little bit more melodic and symphonic kind of sound. This album is as much mine as you can get it, I guess, because aside from also writing and performing the songs, I'm also the producer, and that was kind of a no-brainer because when I write with all, or at least a lot of the sound already kind of there in my head. So when I do sketches at home, and I record from idea to song. I start producing before probably even the lyrics are done, because that's more important to me sometimes than the lyrics, because it kind of shows me where to take the song. So the colors and the feeling are there already. And when that is so present from the birth of the song, it's weird to give that away to someone else. How you become so famous? How you become so good at drummer, huh? I'm so humble to have this band around me that plays so amazingly well and that are just doing what I'm asking, and they come with suggestions that are amazing, and they just get it, you know. They just get the whole thing and the whole idea, and they also give me resistance when I need it. Like I don't think this sounds really well, or you should maybe consider this, and I need that. So I'm really proud and I'm really happy, and it just everything feels right. There are no compromises that I'm uncomfortable with. Det er fint.
Ja, det er fint, ja.
Ja, det var jo, altså, du kan jo bare få frie tøyler når som helst, du. This is probably the most important thing that I have done, or maybe will do musically in my career or in my life, because it's the first real album, 100% me. And I think maybe I've had a hard time sometimes with people considering me as just an entertainer or just a singer, which is a fantastic thing to be considered to be. But I've always felt that I'm much more of a songwriter or a composer, or like making moods or coloring music, if you may. So it's important to me to show what I'm really about, I guess, and not just that one person on stage that can yell really loud or make people laugh or sing as well as I can, because I feel that's just a very, very, very small part of who I am. And now this whole album is kind of the rest of me. I'm kind of trying to stay calm and cool and still be able to feel all like the fireworks that are going on inside.